Last time on TFL Bike, we took delivery of our $2,000 Amazon dirt bike.
Let's pull the plastic off. Here's the full reveal.
Now it's time to piece the bike together and see if it actually works. Are you excited to ride this bike, or are you terrified?
I'm a little nervous and I'm a little excited.
How bad could it possibly go?
A little bit. What's going on, guys? Alex here with TFL Bike, and I am really excited. I've been waiting for this day for a couple of weeks now because today, Case and I, who is behind the camera, get to finally put this together. This is our Hawk DLX, the cheapest fuel-injected motorcycle you can buy on Amazon, and as you can see, it needs to be put together. It's in a bunch of parts. There's a whole bag of nuts and bolts down there that we got to figure out where they all go. This didn't really come with great instructions. There's an owner's manual that is helpful for taking care of the bike. It doesn't show you how to put it together. There's a fuel injection guide, which again isn't going to help us, and it also came with the CD or DVD maybe with setup instructions, but I haven't used or owned a DVD drive in like at least 5 years, so this isn't going to help us either. Anyway, yeah, let's just crack into it and start trying to put this together. We'll see how bad it is.
So you're sure that this is an entire motorcycle? Like that's not just a piece of metal that looks like an engine? It's going to work?
There was gas in it, so.
Check this out, Alex. Look at this. First of all, billet, right? But there's fuel in it. They shipped this from China with gas in it.
I think that should tell you something.
Why not ship it with gas?
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and get the handlebars on pretty much first thing. That'll give us better control of the bike as we're working on it. Luckily, these back bolts are already pretty loose because that was part of getting it unboxed. These were helping to hold it into the whole metal cage that it shipped in, but now it's uncaged. Right about there.
All right, so we're gonna lift the bike up. Here's our rear shock, even higher. And we're gonna try and get this shock bolt through the shock mount here.
Look at the clearance, man.
Yeah, definitely got quite a bit higher. Look at all the room in here, that is wild. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see where the seat sits once that front wheel's on and it kind of settles out a little bit. But this is definitely higher off the ground than I thought it was going to be. It's definitely not like a mini-sized dirt bike. This seems to be a full-size dirt bike from Amazon.
And a 250 is a good size all around for riding a lot of trails. I like that in general. I mean, a 350 is nice, but 250 ain't bad.
Yeah, we could throw anybody on this too. And like Tommy, who just got his license, this is the perfect amount of power for him and me, who doesn't have a lot of dirt experience, but does have a lot of road experience.
Plus, if he drops it, it doesn't matter because it's a $2,000 bike.
Yeah, I think someone already did drop it. You see that little nick in the side of the engine case?
There is definitely some damage on the engine, which is great. It comes pre-damaged. How's it going, everyone? This is Case from TFL Bike with our Ride Smarter Tip of the Month, brought to you by Rider Justice. We all know riding two-up is one of the great aspects of riding a motorcycle. But did you know that your insurance may not cover your passenger, or that insurance coverage can differ if your passenger is married to you or not? Or that your passenger may not be covered if you caused the accident? Neither did I. That's why you want to make sure you carry a healthy amount of uninsured/underinsured coverage, as well as liability insurance. Shoot for at least $250,000 of uninsured coverage and more if you can afford it. On most premiums, that works out to a couple extra bucks a year, and it's worth it to protect you and the ones you love. To learn more about how to ride smarter with common sense tips anyone can follow, go to riderjustice.com, the champions of biker rights, on the road, in the courtroom, and now across the country.
All right, Alex came up with a pretty killer plan here. What we're gonna do is get the back tire off of this tray that it shipped on. We're gonna throw the kickstand down and lean the whole bike over at such an angle that we should be able to slide the front wheel up in there and get the axle put into place. Look at that, man. It's starting to look like an actual motorcycle.
It's coming together.
Yeah.
It needs a front end, but it's sitting on its own now. It can roll around. So you can see this has mounts for fairings, and it would be so nice to not run them and just have this metal tank right here, I think. But anyway, these are just too ugly, so we're not gonna be able to do that. But it would have been really cool just to have just the tank, none of these mounts, and no fairings. All right, so we're getting the front end put together. We just tried to put the turn signals on, but we don't know which side's which, so what are we doing?
Yeah, so the turn signals up at the front, they're all color-coded, which is really nice. We just don't know which colors are which side because our instruction manual is a DVD and no one does DVDs anymore. So we're gonna go ahead, hook up the batteries so we can test the turn signals and figure out which wires go to which side because we're smart like that. That's my theory. This is the first key turn for this motorcycle. Oh, and listen to that. Actually, that display doesn't look half bad. It's maybe the nicest thing on this whole bike. So, we've got left turn signal on right now. This should be our left turn signal, and I'm so confident. I'm gonna go ahead and just send it home. Oh yeah. Big money. We want to double check that it doesn't feel like anything is hanging up between all these cables up in the front, and it looks fine. And actually, sitting on the bike, I kind of like the riding position. We'll probably want to drop these hand controls a little bit to make it easier to shift and brake while you're standing up on the pegs, because that's like a way too lean back stance for that. But otherwise, yeah, it doesn't feel too bad.
All right, so I just ran and grabbed some fresh gas because the gas in here, we don't know if it's from China or from the guy that imported this bike to the US, but whatever it is, it doesn't smell too hot. There's not a lot in there, so we figure we'll just dilute it with some fresh stuff. First things first, kill switch in the run position. Now we'll go up to the key on. You can hear the fuel pump. Dash comes to life. Fuel gauge is now showing, looks like 4 bars out of 5. All right, let's give it a crank. We're in neutral, so we should be good to go. Started right up, right up. Listen to that, smoking a little bit.
Before we do an actual full review of this bike, we're gonna take it somewhere where we can actually put it to the test. For now, we just want to see how it acts here in our parking lot, so we're not going to be completely geared up, but yeah, we're not really going anywhere or doing much with it. But I am interested to see how it does. Doesn't have a lot of power, really doesn't want to wheelie even if you clutch drop it, which is a bit of a bummer. Maybe if I really wring it out. Well, it's worth a try.
There he goes. Getting the hang of it.
A little bit. What did that just slide on?
I don't know, but there's the first crash.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
The front tire just gave out completely.
It's those good Chinese tires.
All right, well, I'm gonna wheelie it again.
All right, there you go, guys. Case is gonna keep working on his bunny hops back there, keep riding the bike around, but as you can see, it's running, it's riding, and it wasn't too bad to put together. All in all, pretty good little package for $2,000. So we've got a lot in store for this bike. We're gonna be throwing lots of parts at it, like we said, doing lots of adventures, and really putting this through its paces. This is just the first build, kind of initial impressions. Let us know what you guys think of this bike down in the comments below, and we'll catch you in the next one, right?
Definitely. We're also definitely gonna put it on its side some more.
Yeah, of course. See you guys next time.